There is no universe where both these movies were gonna land. I was wrong. Here's my review for Wuthering Heights, and good luck, don't die. This is a sweeping romance drama built around obsession, emotional volatility, and intensity. And I'll say this now, I did not expect this to be the one I walked out impressed by. What surprised me immediately is how committed this film is to the tone. It doesn't try to soften the characters, it doesn't clean up the messiness, it leans into the emotional heaviness. And I'm not gonna lie, I gotta respect that. The performances carry this movie. You feel the tension in the quiet scenes just as much as the dramatic one. When it slows down, it's intentional. It wants you sitting in the discomfort. Now, is it perfect? No. There are moments where the pacing drags if you're not fully invested in the central relationship. You're going to feel that it slowed down. Both Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi are insanely good in this.
So kiss me, and let us both be damned.
From the set pieces to the wardrobe to the color and the tone of the film, this movie is beautiful. I mean, they literally took parts of Margot Robbie's face and painted the wall the same exact texture and color. It literally felt like we were watching kind of like a modern day Romeo and Juliet, which is funny because this movie is based on a book that happened years and years ago. So for it to feel like a modern day kind of love story, it kind of contradicts itself. I feel like if you like the Notebook, you would kind of think this one will be replacing it. It really is that old-fashioned romance story with a little bit of toxicity, okay? And frankly, if there's no toxicity in romance, is it really romance? Let's be real. But I digress. This movie is really strong. However, there are moments in this that it did feel like it dragged a little bit. I was just like, all right, hurry up and get to the point. We know what's gonna happen. I need you to wrap it up. Now, you do kind of get lost in the visuals. I mean, there's so much to be said about how beautiful this film looks. It really is on the artsy side of a love story. In fact, watching this, it felt like it was a play more than it was an actual movie. And I kind of liked that actually. I felt weird because there were times where I was laughing and nobody else was, but if you are a friend of the channel, you know I kind of do that a lot. But there were moments where I'm just like, man, that was hilarious because I'm looking at it from a modern lens. But the story just still felt the same. It was predictable in certain moments, but it was still a beautiful love story. And frankly, I feel like if you like that sort of thing, this is the one for you. So for me, overall, Wuthering Heights lands a strong B+. It's intense, it's dramatic, and if you're in the mood for emotionally charged storytelling, it absolutely works for you. Now, let's flip that energy. Good Luck Don't Die is chaotic. It's unpredictable and slightly unhinged, but in the best way. And this is the one that caught me off guard the most. This movie swings big. Visually, tonally, structurally, it doesn't ask for permission. It just commits.
Are any of you even listening to me?
Where Wuthering Heights is emotionally grounded and dramatic, this one is bold and almost daring you to keep up. And that confidence, that's what sold me. Now, let me be clear. This will not work for everyone. If you need clean structure and straightforward storytelling, this might feel wild. But for me, the risk paid off. I mean, they managed to grab things that we've already seen in other movies and give us an original take on it. Back to the Future, Terminator, Scott Pilgrim is even in there a little bit. And frankly, I felt like it all worked. Sam Rockwell's performance, honestly, he stole the show for me. You know, it really did tell me a cool story in an original way. There's some weird shit in there sometimes, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta get that because, you know, life is weird, you know? I found myself sitting there laughing out loud, but also saying, what the fuck is this movie? I left the theater saying, man, that was weird as fuck, but honestly, it was a good ass movie. Overall, Good Luck Don't Die gets an A- for the originality, the comedy, the action, and frankly, just being a good time. So what does that actually mean? It means this week surprised me. And honestly, it doesn't happen often. Now, it isn't about which one is better. It's about what kind of experience you are looking for. So tell me, which one are you going to watch first? If you want emotionally intense, dramatic romance, Wuthering Heights is absolutely worth your time. If you want bold, chaotic, unpredictable energy, Good Luck Don't Die takes the bigger swing. And you know what the beauty is? We got both in the same week. And frankly, that's a good week at the movies. And honestly, we don't get weeks like that very often. So, if you're trying to decide what's worth your time, remember, life's too short to watch bad movies. So, let me help you with that. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. YouTube thinks you're going to like this one, so click on it and don't prove them wrong. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. I'm on a mission here.